to Astro Tarot. This afternoon we're going to be reading for Aquarius for the week of June 7th. Very important week because we have a solar eclipse. We'll talk about that as we go on. This reading is being done with the original Rider deck with over 40 years worth of energy put into it and expertise, and as well as a series of planetary astrology oracle cards. And we'll give a message at the end of this reading for your planetary message for this week, and as well as a moon reading sign for what moon sign you should be following to answer questions you're bothered with at this point. And then finally we'll give you a spiritual card with a reading and thought for the week for what it is you need to work on. Okay, so let's go on. We want to first thank the spirits and give us the guidance that we need, and may all the messages come to us for our best and highest good. Thank you. All right, this is Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius also needs to be concerned about illusionary effects. There may be some misgivings that they're having with themselves about an event that's about to occur. So in other words, preoccupation with the outer existences, the temptations, if you will, of life. But it looks like there's been some grief over that, and there's been a sense of disappointment where introspection is very much needed. So Ten of Swords is very much representing a need for introspection. You're feeling very hurt. Somebody probably has in fact hurt you, and that doesn't mean you may not be quite over it yet. So you need to work on that a little bit. The Ten of Swords, is definitely a card that it talks about grief, and it represents a lot of grief, and it represents items that may be bothering you, the actual receiver of this extreme unhappiness and depression, whereas maybe it's some lingering on through the COVID year, but a sense of loss. You're very much a sense of loss, and you're feeling that a sense of dread that things may get worse again. It can represent separation over water. There may be someone that you're longing for that you have not been able to connect with. You can do that by mentally and psychically meditating about them and for them and sending your messages that way. And then that's very much something that you want to look at. But also, when you look at the Seven of Cups, talks about deception. You know, deception is not just about somebody else deceiving you, but it's also about you deceiving yourself. So you need to take a look at if you are being true to yourself, and if there is something that you need to do to open your eyes a little wider. You can be experiencing difficulties making decisions. You may be flabbergasted about which way to go. When you have several choices, we all get kind of confused. But you need to realistically narrow down your choices. And it helps if you go to sleep and put everything down in a list, the pros and cons of whatever decision you're going to make. Meditate on that list, put it under your pillow. Meditate, ask in prayer before you fall asleep to give you the answers to which way you should go. And then in the morning when you wake up, you may have a very different perspective on things that happen. Sometimes Spirit has a way of downloading us during the night. So keep that in mind. So decisions need to be made, and I don't know if it's a decision that you need to maybe follow through with a separation you have over someone else that you need to see if you need to patch things up, but you're feeling brokenhearted that they're gone, and you may or may not want to bring that back into your life. And it can be a person, and it can be a achievement. It could be a house, it could be a child, it could be anything like that. It's not necessarily the passionate love. But you also have the Queen of Cups with you, and the Queen of Cups is a wise, mature woman, a woman who herself probably has many gifts, and she's offering you that with love, guidance, and support. So she's definitely a person in your environment you may look to turn to. So think about your associates, whether it's your mother, a friend, a mentor, any one of those. Whatever decisions you make no mistake about it. Here with the Tower cards, there will be change. Tower card is represents in astrology Mars energy, and Mars energy happens, anything can happen. So you need to be aware of that. Mars energy makes things happen. It makes you move. So the fact that you have the Tower here in this reading tells me whatever decision it is you're going to make, there's going to be a drastic change in your life. So make sure that you're aware and ready, and it's going to happen fast. Okay? Also, we have here another thing that may seem to you like a weighted card is the fact that you have the Five of Swords, which is also a struggle. There's someone else you're looking out for. There's someone else that needs your attention, and you're aware of it, and there may be some financial burden on you, but at the same time, you're feeling very protective towards that person. So chances are you're going to carry that burden no matter what. So it's somebody that you obviously care about, somebody who may be dependent on you. So there is that sense of despair that you're working with, but don't be too concerned, because at the same time you have the moon gives you energy for instance, it illuminates, darkness becomes light. In the moon you have the ability to, intuitive forces can come to the surface. So again, you may need to use your intuitive sources to see how you want to sort this out, because the moon gives you some wisdom if you know how to appreciate it, take advantage of it by your meditation, and allow those messages to come to you. Okay, once again, you are in despair. My goodness, Aquarius, what's going on? So once again, you're feeling very isolated and very away from other people, and you're feeling very alone, but you don't need to be. It's more like you're feeling alone. You have people who want to be with you, but you have somehow pushed yourself away from others. There is pain and sorrow in everyone's life, but sometimes we need to reach out to other people to overcome that. But in your case, I'm getting the sense that you definitely want to be isolated. So you have a preponderance of swords, which means you have been struggling. If you're struggling emotionally because of coming through COVID-19, by all means, please get mental health help. There is teletherapy. You can do it from home. So there's very important. They have new arrangements. Some places are waiving the copay so that you don't worry about that. But be careful of that, and also health and illness. Make sure you're getting all your doctor's appointments, all your health checkups that you need to be. So do carry that out. Now you also have the Chariot, and the Chariot really means something's going to happen rather quickly. And this Chariot is also what we call a major arcana card, and that is a powerful message as well, just as the moon is a powerful message. It's a major arcana. So in this case, you have the seventh arcana card, which is the Chariot. The Chariot pretty much means that you need to be more self-disciplined with yourself, and you will triumph over your issues as long as you remain self-disciplined. You can achieve what it is you want to achieve. You need to do your due diligence. You need to do paperwork, details, as with all things in life. There's a lot of expectations, especially if you're dealing with a bureaucracy. But this despair that you're feeling, the answers will come to you rather quickly. It may not be as bad as you think. You are dreading the worst. You get a little bit of news and you turn it into a lot of news. So the Chariot is telling you to stop worrying. If there's any obstacles, go ahead and seek it out. Get the appointments you need. Get yourself the paperwork you need. And make sure you push forward. Do not just sit home and sulk. Do not fall into despair. Okay? All right. Now, Ten of Wands tells me that you're also struggling in a work atmosphere. Now, that's not unusual because everybody's struggling post-COVID. People are trying to make up for what they lost last year. So, yes, struggling in work, but you're particularly not giving up, and that's a good thing. So, we want you to succeed. The Ten of Wands signifies that you have been successful, and you're continuing to be under pressure. You are the one responsible for a lot of things that are happening, and the vibrations are changing all around you, so that makes you unsettled. You can't quite put your finger on it. And of course, June 10th, solar eclipse we're in Gemini, And Gemini is ruled by Mercury, which is also our thought process and our intellectual ability. So you can get kind of foggy brain. A lot of people have that foggy brain right now. You need to be a little bit more accepting of relaxation and your meditations to get more information. This is also calling for temperance and patience. This is another higher arcana card, which now you have 3. That's getting it very strong. So these are destiny issues that are working through you. Now, Sagittarius influence comes in with the temperance, and it's about higher understanding. Perhaps you need to open your mindset a little bit and look beyond your immediate surroundings, and you will have the answers that you need. So temperance is, it's about pulling in your energy, sort of centering your chakras. And if you need information on that, we'll be happy to help you with that. Here's another Arcana card, which is the Fool. The Fool, don't underestimate what it means. The Fool is, it sounds like, oh gosh, it's the Fool, and I'm being a fool. No, it's not that. It's about, you're about to go off the cliff. You need to make a choice. You're either going to back up or you're going to go forward. So that's the choice you need to make right now. The fact that it's like the 4th Arcana card, that's very strong. So that this is a strong reading, and it's like destiny is that you're going to be moving. What you need to do is, again, reevaluate your situation. You're kind of at the crossroads of your decision. You may have, I call it puttering. You puttered, forestalled it, you forestalled it. Finally, it's coming upon you, and you really need to go. You have the power to use your will to do it. And whatever mistakes you made in the past is what's making you insecure. So you will look before you leap, and as always, you do your due diligence and your paperwork. Now, you will be getting a message from a younger person. It may be a positive message about this decision you have to make. It could even be a banker who's going to bring you financial information. However, I think it's an emotional level, it's going to make you very happy. So there may be somebody, a young person, who has an answer for you and will be coming into your life as part of the arrangement. So here we go. Oh my God, another Arcana. There you go. Strength. That you have strength. You have the strength of Leo the Lion. If you're feeling insecure, you got to get your own groove back. You probably lost it a little bit in the COVID dilemma, but I think everybody I talk to, young and old, are all saying the same thing. So what you need to do now is kind of resort back to your old self, and it's going to come back. You're going to kick into action quicker than you can imagine. So I want you to be very alert to any new information coming your way about your situation. And lo and behold, Ace of Pentacles, of course, Ace of Pentacles is a new situation. So that means by winter you will be in your new situation. So I want you to understand that you will definitely come to a resolution. You're going to be in a better place. Say by the holidays, by Christmas area, you'll see the light. So I realize that you're kind of muddling and a little bit in despair here, but you will be coming into better, not only finances, but also emotional happiness. Oh my gosh, another Arcana. Okay, there's the Sun. You can't do any better than the Sun. The Sun is like a major wish card, and the Sun really is a card that brings with you everything you can imagine that it does, and that is, such as the bright lights and celebration. If you see people, most people are in a good mood in the Sun, and I think that you're going to find that you will be too. And I think that it illuminates a lot of the things that you see as a mystery right now. So regardless of your outcomes right now, whatever vibrations you're feeling that are negative, you need to stop it. It seems like it's mostly in your own mind. You need to get over it. You're stronger than you ever have been, and you will push through everything else that comes. Life gives challenges to everybody along the way. You may have health issues to look at, but you're going to take care of that. And this change in decision of what you're going to make, you may be moving, you may be relocating, but you're going to do it, and you're going to be happy about it. The Sun as an outcome card means that you actually are going to attain happiness that you want to. So all of this is going to come. I hope you realize that no matter how sad you are right now, good things are coming to you. So this Tower, this transformation card, this means transformation. You will be changing. You will be adapting, a little bit more positive atmosphere. And you may have some minor health issues to work through. You may have to take time to do that. And then from there, you will proceed further and work into these other areas, making your decision. So what seems so foggy right now will become clearer. And ironically, everybody's going to feel it. It's a little bit going to make us feel like we have more foggy brain than usual. Things are going to be more confusing. But our elements are going to change, and we will see things more clearer by Friday, June 11th. So by all means, make sure that you realize on June 10th, there will be a solar eclipse in Gemini. Gemini energy is ruled by Mercury, so that's intelligence, and your mind may feel more foggy because you're going to get a lot of overload. But the nice part is by Friday of this week, you will definitely feel much better, okay? So let's just look at two more. Let's ask this cards one more question. Can we tell Aquarius what would be a ruling for her for the week, or him? Oh my gosh, Ace of Cups by spring. You're going to be in a totally different place by spring. Oh my God. Okay, please, if you're discouraged right now, which the beginning of the reading it seemed that way, now remember what you have here. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 major arcanas. That is an outstanding reading, and it means it's coming from the spirits above. So it's in your destiny that things are going to work out for you. Things are going to be almost magical for you by the spring. So please hang in there just a little bit more. Now let me ask a question here. I'm gonna spread the zodiac cards, and here's the zodiac itself. Here's the planet cards, and here's a house card. I'm going to pick 3 for you. Here's what we have. It's affecting your first house. This is you. The first house is all about you. So again, it's about your mood, your gloominess. You've got to snap out of it. You're going to be fine, but you're going to have to trust in yourself. So maybe trust in destiny. I mean, 6 arcana cards is destiny happening for you. So in your first house, what you need is Aries energy. Well, Aries does rule the first house of the natural zodiac. It's ruled by Mars. Aries is the sign of the first house, and it's all about you. It's all about you. So it seems like you're sulking in your own sadness. You're creating your own pity party, so to speak. So stop it. And the moon is telling you that there are answers. Your unconsciousness is sensitive to inner emotions, so you may overreact when you're disappointed or you're very sad and you're very hard on yourself. But the moon also gives you intuitive awareness. So you need to capitalize on that. And again, spend time actually thinking. Like, just don't go to bed in a sulk. Go out and sit under the moon and actually look at the solar eclipse wherever you are. And then be sure that your energy is surrounding you in a dynamic way by positive people. Keep yourself busy if you have to. Keep yourself amongst other people. You don't have to party with other people, but you definitely want to be out where other people are just to get their energy, because we do get energy from others. So the first house is what other people are seeing with you right now, is that you are very gloomy and depressed and kind of in a rut. But that's all going to change. That's your message from the stars. Now let me get you a moon card. It's really funny because moon is part of the actual zodiac ruling for you. Message for this week. Answer to your questions, again, lies within. It's all about you. Here's your moon card, your message. Prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. So you will be making money. You will be increasing your income, but you will also prosper in more stability and feeling more secure, and as well as a love life. So those good things are coming to you. So these are your messages, special messages. This is from your stars in astrology. This is from the moon itself. Excuse me, I pulled 2. That means there's another message for you. Hold on. All right, prosperity lies ahead. The end of a tough cycle approaches. I mean, how much more appropriate can these cards get? It's such a tough cycle when we started reading the cards, and then here you are, 2 messages that relate to that. The end of a tough cycle approaches and prosperity lies ahead. Unbelievable to me. I'm always amazed. I've been doing this for 40 years, but I'm always amazed at how congenial these messages do come out. Now here's your message for the week. I just pull a message from this pack. I have a lot of angel cards in here. These are what we call angel messages. And what it is that you need to work on. Oh my God. You need to build more trust. Trust in the fact that it will work out. Trust in the fact that you're not going to fail again. You've had past failures. You're very sad about them. You won't forget them. But remember, Aquarius, this is also an era of Aquarius. So the energy will be filing in for you. It takes a little bit of time, but you're going to have it. Remember, the card said, by the winter, you will be happy, and by the spring, you will be having greater success and prosperity than you even imagine. So please, bear with it. If you enjoy this reading, subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up. And also, if you'd like a further reading, please let us know with the links below. We do both astrology charts as well as tarot cards. All right, well, we wish you the really good week. Please get out and see that solar eclipse if you can. Remember to meditate under it. I'm going to do it myself. And God bless.